Alright, welcome back everybody to our Pokemon Radical Red Randomized Nuzlocke. I'm Flash Ketchum, and I can't wait to jump back into this game. It took about a week off from recording because I got pretty sick, and I just wanted to recover and rest as much as I could, but man, I could not stop thinking about this game, and I'm really excited to finish up where we are. Just as a little refresher, I'm going to go over the team for myself and for you guys. We've got this parental bond Baxcalibur, which means that every move is hitting 2 times. Then we've got our Swampert, ability's kind of ass, but we got Hard Rock with Protein, Applejacks with Neutralize Gas. I grabbed Mothra just because it's good type coverage, and another Neutralize Gas in Signore, our Sirfetch'd. So we're going to finish up the Pokemon Tower and then press on to some pretty difficult parts of the game. Yo, watch this Glaive Rush. Are you living that? Yeah, I didn't think so. Who else we got here? We got a Diglett. Let's Bulldoze. And oh, you have Sturdy, Parental Bond. Then we got a Golduck. Why don't we Glaive Rush? And there we go. So, I'm just leading with my strongest guy. Okay. I'm leading with my strongest guy just because I don't want to take any chances. And I'm hoping we can just kind of blitz through this part until we get to the next part of the game. But yeah, how you guys been? It's been a while. I've missed you all. I've been good. I've had a really good week. I celebrated a good friend of mine's wedding yesterday. I'm recording the batch of episodes that is leading up to my birthday, so I'm turning 30 years old. I really can't wait. I'm looking forward to having a lot of friends come over. We're gonna have a good time. Probably hit up an arcade, which is gonna be dope. But yeah, I've missed recording, and I've missed playing this game. Actually, if I had to prioritize, I've missed playing this game, and then I've missed recording. But I'm having a wonderful day. It's Sunday when I'm recording this stuff. I don't know why I went to the PC. And, of course, One Piece had a new chapter come out today, which was absolutely flames. If you're up on One Piece, you know exactly what I'm talking about. And if you're not up on One Piece, now is the time. I'm not going to evangelize here because I know it's a lot to ask somebody to read almost 1,100 chapters, but trust me when I say you guys are missing out. So now that we've cleared and we've gotten the Sylph Scope, I think our next gym battle is with Sabrina, if I'm not mistaken. Or do we have to do Silphco? I honestly don't remember what we did last. I see a lot of goons around. Yeah, we have to do Silphco. Right? I swear we already did this. No, it's still got spooky music. Let's do a little test here. Are there goons? Okay, yeah, we gotta do Silphco. And then we gotta do Sabrina. So we're gonna take on Silphco today. I think I mentioned to you guys last time, I grabbed this device that lets me play Radical Red on my lunch breaks on a physical DS. So I'm probably just confusing when I beat Silphco on that file. But I did play ahead a little bit just to kind of see what's coming up. And there's some hard stuff. So we're really gonna have to focus. Ooh, did you have Valiant Shield? That's kind of cool. I did take a look at my box, and I have a Valiant Shield Veluza, which might be good. Let me get the next chunk. There we go. Okay, so we got a Remoraid. This shouldn't be too much trouble clearing this base out. So I'm hoping we can just kind of kick back and catch up a little bit. When I'm recording this, it's Sunday the 29th, so Halloween is in a couple of days. I've already celebrated my Halloween party this year, so I don't know if I'm going to dress up on Halloween Day, unless it's to get that Chipotle discount, hashtag sponsored. So yeah, what are you guys wearing for Halloween? It made me think of our question of the day, which is, what is your favorite holiday? For me, Halloween is really fun, because it's kind of the kickoff to a lot of things that I really look forward to. My birthday is going to be on Friday, the 3rd, so Halloween is only 3 days before my birthday. Then shortly after my birthday, it's Thanksgiving, and then before you know it, it's Christmas, and then it's Happy New Year. So I really like this time of year. The weather's a lot nicer. Start to see some colors changing in the weather in the trees. Ooh, drizzle. Let's just go for a bulldoze. Oh, that did nothing. That thing's kind of chunky. But yeah, I think with this Baxcalibur, we're kind of gonna have easy mode on. Let's just go for a Glaive Rush. And I don't mind that because I'm really trying to beat this game. If I remember right, we have to go to the 3rd floor. And to this Warpy. I also wanted to play ahead a little bit just so that I'm not completely blind. Just trying to minimize how much I'm actually getting lost on the screen, you know? We'll just Icicle Crush you. Bing Bang Bop, Bada Boom Pow. Oh, yeah, this thing's cover's just too good. Yeah. Okay, so then we go here. And this is the trick, you go back. That way you can go around. Mightyena, I'm sorry. Oh, you lived. And there's the card key. Now we can just get anywhere we need to go. Get some items going. But it's funny, I actually lost the run that I was playing on my... just on my own, on my DS. I was not paying attention. And completely wiped to a random trainer. So we're not quite out of the woods with this game, even though we have a Parental Bond Baxcalibur. Oh, that guy's a hoe. I remember that. Let's see. Right now I'm just looking for key cards. Where can I use the key card? Because I know there's some good items. We got a Mega Stone right there. Who are you? Audino. We don't really have you. Alright. Let's just keep going. We're avoiding trainers where we can. We're just looking for like TMs and items right now. Kangaskhanite? Do we have Kangaskhan? I don't think so. No, we have Marowak. I feel like they're kind of similar, right? They're both brown, both from Gen 1, both kind of mid until they got better. There's nothing in there for me. Ah! Volbeat. Just Icicle Crash. Huntail. Ooh! Let's refresh our PP here. Let's get that PP back up. Ooh, bulk up. Ooh. Do we have any Pokemon? I think Swampert and what's his name? Slitherwing can learn bulk up. That might be a really good TM to teach. Yeah, Swampert, Slitherwing, and Obstagoon. We'll remember that when it's time to prep. Yeah, there's nothing in there for me. But it's been fun playing Radical Red. I am really appreciating all the positive changes that there are in this game. It just feels like a much more interesting game than replaying Fire Red vanilla. Although I did see in the news the other day that Nintendo is going to be coming after YouTube channels that are using ROM hacks like this game, which is kind of a shame because some of my favorite content on YouTube to just consume on my own when I'm not making it is like Radical Red and Pokemon Infinite Fusion, like these fun randomized games that are shaking up the Pokemon formula. I think are really cool, and it's going to be a shame to see those go if Nintendo does what they're saying and they're gonna come after these people. Also, just in the news, it's worth acknowledging that there's just a lot of really sad stuff happening in the news right now, and if you're coming here as an escape, I really appreciate you. Stay safe out there. Try to stay positive. There's a lot of strife in this world right now, and it's good to find joy where you can find it. So for me, that's been making these videos. It's been One Piece. Thank you for spending your time with me. Oh, how did you see me, dude? Okay, we got a Wartortle. Bop. Staravia. Bop. Ponyta. Bop. Goodbye. But in my personal file of Pokemon, I got another Baxcalibur, because now I know when you see Baxcalibur, you grab that. And I got him with downloads, so I'm running him with a mixed nature for either special or physical, depending on what we get. Alright, I do believe, I do be doobin' that this is the boss fight that we have next. Let's see. Yes. So let's pop a save. And I'm gonna pull up the docs here. Also, I do not remember which starter we picked. Who even was our starter in this game? It was... Oh, it was Toxapex. Why do I feel like you were a Bulbasaur? Oh, man. I feel like this is actually important to know. So why don't we do this? Let's travel back to Pallet Town really quick and figure out which starter we had. Because that is going to affect which Pokemon our rival is bringing to this fight. Good to see this old man again. Okay, so what is it? Bulbasaur, Charmander, Squirtle. So if I picked Bulbasaur, he picked Charmander. Yeah, and Bulbasaur feels right. I think we picked a grass starter. So let's assume that this is the team we're rocking. There we go. And we don't need to speed up the prep music here. That's fine. Okay. So we've got a Staraptor, a Jumpluff, a Azumarill, Kingambit, and Charizard Y. Let's be real here. Goji can use Icicle Crash on Staraptor. Ooh, but do you outspeed is the question. Oh, yeah. Okay, so we can do Icicle Crash on Staraptor, Icicle Crash on Jumpluff. Azumarill, we also outspeed with you, but we don't really have anything for you, because we can't Glaive Rush. Kingambit, we have Bulldoze for you, and Charizard Y, you have pretty low defenses, so we could Glaive Rush you. So really, Goji is going to be our go-to. You are definitely coming along for this fight. We need something for Azumarill. We need either a Poison, Steel, Electric, or Grass type. Charizard Y has Drought. So if it comes out, any water moves are not going to be as effective. So actually, maybe... I kind of want to use this Veluza. I don't think this is the fight for it, but it has Valiant Shield, which is good, and I'm pretty sure you also get Fillet Away, which raises your stats. Oh, I was gonna say, are we missing some Pokemon? This box seems light. So, I like Electrode just for the high speed stat for Azumarill. Plus, you don't really live, or you don't really fear any of the moves, aside from Ice Punch. Okay. So we'll bring Electrode for Azumarill. For Jumpluff, we have Goji. For Kingambit, we want a fighting type, so I think Mothra is going to be good here. Because we also resist the Sucker Punch, don't we? Yeah, what would you hit me with? Iron Head, Knockoff, Sucker Punch. Oh, actually, maybe we want Seviper for Azumarill. That way we can set the terrain. And then switch out into Kingambit. Or into Slitherwing for the Kingambit. And Charizard... Charizard I wouldn't really want to use Electrode for, just because you're weak to fire. Maybe Dragon? Flamethrower, Giga Drain, Sludge Bomb, and Earth Power. You're weak to the Earth Power. Do we have anybody that sets Rain? Or Flame Body? Or not Flame Body, whatever Fire Absorb thing is. Maybe we can use one of our Nullifying Gas Pokemon. Oh yeah, these things have Cute Charm, which makes them kind of unusable. Neutralize Gas and Protein. Maybe what we do is just not overthink it. We can give Goji a Fire Berry just in case we need to use it. I could be absolutely throwing here. Yeah, because we're not using Soft Sand for this fight anyway. For Mothra, I am going to give you an item because acrobatics are not really our priority here. I'd rather have a fighting move. Probably don't want to bring Golden Go. I'd rather not lose you. I feel like we have enough answers, I just don't want to overthink it, and I also don't want to lose somebody. Primarina with Throat Spray might be good. What's your speed? Ooh, you're not going to outspeed Charizard. Because I wonder if we use our Sirfetch'd, you've got the Leak Stick, you've got the Neutralized Gas. we don't die to any one hit, and it prevents the drought from getting set up, because that only happens on a switch-in. I kind of like that. That feels schnasty. I feel like we're overthinking it. I think we just send it. I'll bring the Imposter Greninja just in case. Let's just do it. Let's just do it. If this is throwing, it's throwing for content. That's what they say. Because I came here to play. I'm here to make some progress today. And that's what I'm going to do, damn it. So let's go to the 9th floor. And let's see if Gary finally brings some challenge to this run for us. Not that we haven't had challenge, but ever since we got this Baxcalibur, we've kind of been blasting through this game. Alright. I've got my gamer sit, my gamer lean. I'm ready. Let's pop a save. Good luck root beer. Sponsored by Barks. Alright. And let's just make sure we got our lead set. We do. Alright, here we go. Here's the Staraptor. If he switches into Charizard, we go hard into Sirfetch'd. King Gambit, okay. We're gonna go to Mothra for this one. Swords Dance is scary, but I feel like we live anything you go for. So we're gonna go for the Brick Break. There's the Chople. This is still gonna hurt. Yeah. That little bit of chip from the Icicle Crash, I think, really paid off. A Azumarill. What are you gonna go for here? Play Rough? We're gonna go into Kaga to set the electric terrain. Yep, there's the Play Rough. Just as I product. You don't have a Steel type anymore, so my Poison Jab is free. This should do a lot or kill. Yeah. Poison? There's the Liquidation. That's fine. Let's make sure that wasn't a speed tie. You have 100 speed. Okay, 117. There we go. Okay, Azumarill's out of the picture. If you go Charizard, we go hard Sirfetch'd. Uh-oh! Venusaur, this is not part of the plan. This is not part of the plan. Oh, that means you also have a Darmanitan. Shoot. You're gonna have Thick Fat. Do we have a flying move on Signore? No. Oh man, now I wish I didn't put the black belt on you. We can go for Leech Lives though, and that'll still hurt a lot. Man, I can't believe I I looked at I even went back to check the starter and I was still wrong. There's the Earth Power, we eat that, yummy yummy. Give me some breakfast. Let's just see how much Acrobatics would do. It's base 55 versus 80. We can just go for Leech Lives here. It's gonna be neutral, but it's gonna give me some yummies back. I'm in the terrain. Easy to hit KO. I'm fine with that. And there's the Leech Life, bringing us back. So I believe the Darmanitan's going to come back in. Yep. You have 95 speed. Why do I not trust that? I feel like Darmanitan's much faster than that. Rival, Silphco. At level 55, you have 138 speed. Yeah. So in comes the fire move. Right? He's not gonna go for... Or would he go for Rock Slide? I feel like you go for fire move here. Let's go into Greninja and copy him. Like I said in the last video, this Greninja's kind of the one I'm most okay with losing. Because it's really just using the other Pokemon. That did so much, never mind. I think we go Signore. That way we take away the Sheer Force, and we can knock off for a lot of damage. Ooh. Okay, this actually sets us up nice. Here's the Staraptor. You're probably going to go for a flying move here. If you go for close combat and I go into Goji, that's a huge sell. There's the U-turn. That's fine. We have 138 speed. What's my speed? Wow, dude. We're gonna go back into Signore. We're gonna have to shift around a little bit, but I think we're still in an advantageous position. He doesn't have anything for me here, so I'm just gonna knock off. That'll still hurt on the Staraptor, and it's leaving us in a good spot. You can't intimidate me because I am neutral to that. I feel like you go for a U-turn here. Wait, I just switched into a dark type then. Oops. It's okay, it's not a lot. This is our answer every time. This is our answer every time. We're gonna take it slow. We have enough HP to survive. Yeah. Staraptor is fast, isn't it? Oops, I can type. Staraptor, Silphco. 141 speed. Yeah, this thing is definitely faster. Yeah, we can't risk it. But I also don't... If it goes for the flying type move here, I'm boned. Darmanitan is faster than this thing. Our fastest Pokemon is Greninja, but I can't switch in with you. Shoot. You're going for a U-turn. Right, I don't have Icicle Shard on this. And I didn't bring a Sucker Puncher. Okay, it's starting to get dicey. We live a U-turn. We live a flying move. We have to make an aggressive play. Oh no. Oh man. Obstagoon. We're getting the calc out. I'm level 56. You don't have your Sharp Beak anymore though. Anything it goes for kills, actually. It's either going for a U-turn or a close combat. Or another Brave Bird. Okay. How's Signore looking? Oh man! Surfetched. It's okay. It's okay. Let's go with that. Okay, so it doesn't have Sheer Force anymore. Darmanitan. If we switch into Surfetched, Earthquake could kill. Flare Blitz would definitely kill. God, I wish I brought a... Wish I brought a priority move. I think I might need to stay in here. Oh gosh. Yeah, Flare Blitz kills me and it's not even close. Man, I really wish I had prepped for this Darmanitan. I have to lose somebody here. And the problem is I don't have anything that's going to outspeed it anyway. Unless I get a clean switch with Greninja. Oh, I really don't want to lose anybody here, though. But this literally is my only Pokemon that can outspeed it. I can't lose any of these two, and I can't lose Goji, so it's either Signore or Hard Rock. I think in the long run, Hard Rock is a little less useful than my Nullifying Gas. So, thank you, Hard Rock. We value your service. In comes the Staraptor. What's Staraptor's speed? $141. Yeah. This will at least intimidate you? How much does Staraptor do to itself with Quick Attack? Oh man, we're really getting into it now. Quick Attack does 21 to 26%. I think we go for a close combat. Now I should outspeed the Darmanitan. Okay. Oh, that's a bummer. We're losing some good Pokemon, but we have to preserve the ones that we have. Ah, Hard Rock, I really liked you. Let's put you in the PC. Another brave warrior to Valhalla. But like, looking at this death box, it's not too terrible, right? These are all Pokemon that I sacrificed on purpose. Mystery was kind of the only one I didn't want to lose. Hard Rock I had to lose there. It's kind of a shame. But we do get a gift Pokemon here. So let's see what we get. It is a Armaldo. Ugh, that's kind of a drag. I'll just name you Fossil Bossil. He's the boss of the fossils. Oh, that doesn't fit, so we're just gonna do Fossil Boss. Let's hope this thing's ability is like legendary. I don't even know what would make you good. Let's see what you are. You are Quick Feet. Yeah, it's not worth it. Well, with that, my friends, we are going to wrap it up for this segment, which should be going live on a Monday, which means you've got a whole week of videos to look forward to. Catch the next one tomorrow, and if you enjoyed this one, please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. It really helps me out a lot. But in the meantime, I'm Flash Ketchum, and I'll catch you next time. See you later, everybody.